here we are in France now at last, 14-hour trip all the way down. Not easy to do, and we're now in Ronde. I'm going to get some fresh bread from the patisserie there, and the sun's shining now down through the market square here. The lime trees, typically French. Here we are at La Salle d'Amois, going down to the Auberge Pêcheur, see if we can get a meal there. The Rose isn't feeling very well. Typical Creusoise type steeple there, and the bridge just down to the left, but the trees have grown over it now. So we're going to go to the Auberge Pêcheur just over here, see if they're doing food. Very big chub there about. Yes, it is. There are some good fish in here. Well, I've fished it before and not got much. We're going to go across to the right here and sit down and see if we can get some lunch. So we're going to have lunch here, I think, if Rose is up to it. Where's the Pêcheur? And you can say something nice if you want.
Like 4 or 5 breaks in a day.
Sorry, it's very nice. Just, you know, this is all right. Just all right for you, is it?
Just all right.
Hey, superb. That's what we came for. Okay, you can.
kilomètres, franchement, mais pas une belle pause, hein.
Nobody's coming the other way. Here we are at the Hotel Artis, Cargelès-Dampierre, where we're going to be staying for the first 3 nights of our stay. I used to have work in that bar there as well, a nice little bar. Maybe have a drink later. The church in the background with the lovely crypt below and all the medieval paintings.
Ah oui, on met tout ça dans une pochette.
Now the house is open. Hopefully Pierre is going to take us around here this evening and guide me around. That's the chapel with the lovely medieval paintings.
The church from...
D'accord, j'ai déjà remarqué votre peinture. Et là, vous exposez dans la région? Illustrateur. Il n'a jamais été.
Je confonds avec un...
Non, il est Jean Buisson.
Ah oui, peut-être.
Hein,
Oui, je sais pas.
qui a écrit un livre.
Oui.
Je l'ai laissé en friche. C'est prévu que je le
Oh, beautiful room, yes. And the,
If it is your first time in the castle,
yes,
Alors, Manikata. Manikata.
like mine.
better price world, better spy.
Sound.
Don't film me coming down the steps.
Out into the garden, where it is beautiful as well. And we see the village above us, the towers. And here's a little chapel inside. A beautiful roof, little bricks all built. Have a look at this. Well, here we are on a little trip to Fresselins again, and we're back down at the Pont du Bois, where I used to love painting. A little walk down here, just have a look again. The absolute tranquility of the place. Remember the tranquility here now, it's coming back to me, which I've missed in England. And I've painted this view a few times as well. These gorgeous, peaceful woodlands full of birds and fungi too. And now back to one of my favourite places ever, the site of the old mill here, where I've done many a painting and had many lovely hours. And here we are returned just to take a look. Go as if to order, the sun comes out. Bonjour Pierre. Just look at that lovely light in the background there. Well, we'll have to go back up now to Fresselins. The light cascading through the trees. Christian in Fresselins, and this is where Monet used to live, and the church with the typical spire.
C'est vrai? Oh, je vois.
Kia bro. So here we are at Creuse, where I used to exhibit and paint very often. Beautiful place. You see the waterfall here. And the Romeo and Juliet style balconies here over the river. Old cat. come to France without filming a French sunflower field, can we? Not possible. C'est pas possible. Why do you face as much as you want?
Maar jullie zien er verder helemaal gezond uit, dus jij kan er niet zijn.
Zo voelt het ook. Ja.
Are you being a piglet?
Ja, jullie ook.
Longhorn beagle coming down to get some dinner with us. You can smell the escargot.
Tiny leaf in here. Oh, is it crescent? Oh, look. He's brilliant.
He's coming my way. And Sandra. So I think we are going to go for the top two. Is this a piece of putty? No, it's not. It's We're going to share these two together. And today, a very different day. Drizzle, rain, grey. Totally the opposite of the last few days. But we're going today to Aiguillon to sort the paintings out in the museum. So at Aiguillon Museum, having sold a lot of work, which is really good. Now we'll take a look at the show. My work stacked in the corner, which is lovely. Anders Osterlind, not an artist on it, but they're absolutely lovely. Gorgeous snow scene, so textural, and the use of the paint, like cream, strawberries and cream.
You think some of these are 100 years old?
Almost as old as me.
It's a generation, isn't it? I think that. It's fantastic display space.
It seems to be an unusual idea. So Anders Osterlind, not a painter I know. Not quite so keen on these ones. I can see where it's coming from.
Yeah, these are about 20, 30 years on from his first.
Later, it's strange that these paintings are later than the first ones we saw, because I prefer the earlier work. That one's got a nice movement and use of paint about it.
D'accord, merci.
Now we're at Mud Cuckoo, nice restaurant, and the cruise where it's been dammed. And the beach here, which is roped off for swimmers on the cruise. So we're looking at the possibility of the chalets here for the future. And that's just the job for now as well. That's all we want, because we're going out for dinner tonight with our friends. Very grey now. And we'll have an ice cream up here maybe. We're going to the church at Gargilles Dampier because there's a wonderful cellar here, a crypt with the paintings, medieval paintings. You see how the stones have been worn by countless feet. And the ambience and the sound in here is superb. You can even hear the echo of my voice now.
On arrive parfois. Parfois, il y a une belle commande tous les 2 ans à peu près. D'accord. Voilà.
It's very nice.
On a même été une année avec
all
Maud.
day and all night. And
On y
then
avait
the night they
avec les enfants, on
walk
avait
through the
mangé
street
Ouais.
with the
et on a
torches
eu
and the
Marcel.
So this is the little river or stream Gargelès that comes into and below Gargelès-Dampierre, and it's famous for its crayfish, of course. All these little streams have crayfish in, and they get quite big around here. As you can see, this monster here. C'est bonne cuisine et c'est fini et les films partent. Hello.
Tonic, colonel, reine, Pavlova.
What? What are you doing with your phone?
Sending photograph of
You could at least look as if you're enjoying it.
Will this do?
Zoom in. Exactement. J'ai l'artiste.
Tu veux quoi? Un petit peu après matin. Ils y sont toujours.
Sur ma petite pause, nous allons aller voir.
Bonjour.
Messieurs, dames, bonjour.
Bonjour.
Ah, mais on est filmé aujourd'hui.
Oh,
Ah non,
oh,
non.
ouais.
Pas une vieille chose comme moi, filmer quelque chose de joli.
Pour tout le monde, oui.
Filmer quelque chose de joli. Pas une vieille taupe.
Non. C'est bien. De vie en France.
Oui.
Pour les Anglais, pour le monde, oui.
Ah, oui,
J'adore. Oh, du pain supérieur ici, c'est pas possible en Angleterre, le même pain. Non, du pain ici, c'est très bien. Oui.
Il vous plaît Il vous plaît le pain ici
Oui.
Il est bon, hein
Oui, oui.
Ah,
Le
il est
boule,
très bon.
le boule noir encore, oui, très noir, oui,
Très bon, ce pain.
super, oui. Oh, millefeuille aussi, ok. Demi-feuille, oui. Oui, demi-feuille aussi, s'il vous plaît. Plus.
Tartelette citron.
Oui,
Oui.
une.
aussi
Yeah.
Une, deux.
Do you want one?
Pas pour moi, mais j'ai régime, c'est plus pour toi.
C'est quoi ce mot?
Non, c'est bien.
Alors, voilà ce matin.
Is there something with lots of cream, maybe?
Assise, oui.
Or they did have some nice, oh yes. What are they called?
Speculoos.
Tres speculoos?
Tres speculoos?
Oui. Tres speculoos, que
C'est le goût.
avec le crème.
Spéculoos.
Oh,
C'est comme, c'est pareil que le Paris-Brest, mais c'est au spéculoos.
oh d'accord.
The speculoos,
You
ok.
can have one?
Oui, oh,
Ça c'est praliné, ça c'est spéculoos.
non, ça je pense, oui. Oui.
Vous voulez?
Moi, Joseph, je la connais depuis, non
Very typically French, isn't it?
A big old log burner.
Yeah.
Very basic log burner. Nice ceilings.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
The village is nice, but the actual position of the house is.
Very nice village.
A bathroom, basic shower, and
Is it because the lady gentleman has died and remote? Yeah.
yes.
It's a shame that you. It's not wet though.
No, it's only
No, it's very old.
barn at the end, and then this large barn with it, which is in very good order actually, and has a nice upstairs area. Would make a lovely gallery, but it's a bit out of the way here, but very good. And through here, is a small garden, about 20 yards, 30 yards square. Rather nice up here, and go through into this lovely little garden here, which comes right up and across there. Old trees, cherry trees and so on in it. The barn and the house here. So you have a small area here for a little garden too. This one at the moment 60,000, but maybe much less I think. Lime tree here, they make the tea out of it. And this is just like Fresselins here. We have the River Creuse down below here and a plage opposite. So this is right opposite the village. So it has a lot of interest obviously for me. But the house, I think, the problem was the barn straight in front of it. So here we are on the Three Lakes, and the house we were just looking at is just up in the village above here. So it's certainly very tempting. It is only the fact of that horrible barn that they've allowed to be built in front of the property that spoils it completely. Three Lakes are three barraged points of the River Creuse. Crusty new fresh bread, and the patisserie we just got from Aiguillonde sit by one of the Three Lakes. Well, here we are at Roses Fills, Suberist near Bourganeuf, and beautiful different countryside around here, huge hanging valleys and woodland and forest. Going into Bourganeuf now. Wouldn't mind that pigeon target.
A Charles Christina baby.
Des renseignements après.
20 euros. Anyway.
Ah bah oui, vous savez, elle est dure. Hein.
A very big feed penny, yeah.
Ah oui, il faut y aller plus tard, il a pris du temps.
Oui, c'est presque mieux.
Eh ben voilà, ce matin ça va pas le faire, hein. Vous pouvez être très content. Ah ben là.
Quite like the pot. What a hot day here, a lovely day for a brocante. Many things, but I have most and we don't need more really. Oh, 25 for that bottle.
On se réveille.
Ouais, de Albert King. Les box. Et moi,
I know it made a difference to those to be able to borrow someone to buy a house and not. They actually took that into consideration then.
feast going on there.
Looks good, yeah, smells good.
And everyone like...
Fine.
No, I'm coming now. I'll take him to you.
Rose has one of those twin. Rose has one of those twin.
All that fresh salad from the French garden yesterday, is it?
Yes.
Yeah. Homemade coleslaw, fantastic, fantastique.
Is that for the salad, that one, or is that for the fries?
Yes, it's for the salad.
What a spread! Thank you, Rose. Wonderful.
Welcome.
And the evening sunlight on the church. And we sit down to some sangria after that lovely meal.
They do the 24-hour clock at school, but here they don't. Well, it's in Paris, isn't it?
So we're here in Bourganeuf, of course. This is where the fireworks were last night.
All the stuff from the fireworks stuff from last night. Look.
So here's all this stuff from the feu d'artifice, the fireworks the other night. This is where they let them off from. But look at these lovely doors in the garages here, the herringbone pattern on those. Of course the metal shutters here. Take a look inside the church.
Mais non, je vais passer sur les peu de l'armée. Vous êtes prêts pour prendre un peu de déconner? Je me l'ai dit, Michel. Mais c'est motivant aussi. Moi, j'ai mon chien.
I like that umbrella.
Quand j'ai du chien.
Peter. Hello.
Bonjour, mon petit enfant.
Anna, look at you on camera.
You famous, Martino?
Anna Luca.
Oh, that's pretty.
Because in Lithuanian, Luca is also a name for a boy. It could be a boy or a girl. Lucas for a boy and Luca is for a girl. But in French, they just don't get it.
They don't understand.
But I like it. Pushing, that's what artists do. Pushing a little bit the boundaries, making people uncomfortable. Thinking, but she's a girl. She's Anna too, so that helps.
were hoping to visit this tower. Nice pattern of flagstones, little stones down here, or cobbles as we may call them, coming up to the old church here. Where they let the fireworks off from yesterday as well, which is why we've got those lovely echoes. Just to see this model of the towers and the castle. A little antechamber with the toilet that empties straight out below into the street somewhere. Just here. So the toilet was just through here. Hole in the wall directly down to the rats below. Fortunately the whole place has no lights in, so it's all very dark and hard to see this very old panelling.
Oh gosh, this is dark. The Salut after the Revolution.
This one was used as a prison area, both in old age and recent times. Even in World War II, the Germans used this as a holding area for prisoners. Can't see inside, it's just too dark. But these lovely old doors, you can't really see them. These prison holding cells. You can see by the doors. And the actual prince's rooms where he would spend most of his time, and they say write his poetry and things. Massive fireplace here. Lovely arched window inset. Studded doors. Antechambers. There must have been bars across here at some time, looking at these holes in the wall. Door off its hinges. They certainly like to lock things up well. And again, toilet and the sink to pour things down, or either that or a double layer toilet. two at a time, perhaps. No, a sink and a toilet, I suspect. This was also used as in the Second World War to detain the Jews before they were sent away to the concentration camps, which is a very sad thought. And the final stage, etage, is up into the roof. The tower and the beams, fantastic. Big stone supports holding the entire tower up at the top and up above. The central support and a little ladder up there, as you can see here. Okay, we'll start this tour in the cellar below, where we have the old medieval objects around here, the big bowls and pestles of the time, and then the well, of course, down here, their own water. And it was built originally to protect the marshes, the Marsh de Compostelle, and then used for various things throughout the periods in between. Unfortunately, the worst being storing poor Jews in the Second World War who were being taken to be killed. And from those that protected it came a whole religious order that actually went to assist in the Crusades as well. Just been up that big tower here, and now it's pouring down with rain. Can't get a whole photo of this.
Mary.
Local produce, produit local. Pastel, la crêle, potier, like little birds, petit oiseau. Very modern building, and upstairs there appears to be ateliers or rooms for the artists and potters to work for rent. And there's Kinetic Art, Sound and Light exhibition downstairs. Big place.
Yeah.
Down to evening sunlight over the meadows in the little village, and you can see the chestnut trees are really heavy this year, so they've had a bit of rain to bring the fruits out. Just to check up on this one, I've got a feeling it's an ancient shepherd's hut, or for somebody on their travels here, the cabine de carrière. So I just try to check up what carrière is. This actually turns out to be for the stone carriers and cutters, the stonemasons of the area here, to have a rest and stay. The last of the foxgloves and these lovely little yellow flowers here. Lovely still evening. We can see for miles. As you can see for miles. Let's have a look into the distance over France and this part of the Creuse.
Quite a nice little specimen.
It is, nice little route to it. Passing by we have a little wild mountain ash here. It's red berries. Trip away from Phil and Rose's to go and see Lynn and Brian, and we popped down to the Torion, which is just below Phil's, and it's a bit like the little Creuse, a petit Creuse. Beautiful. So this gentleman's down here fishing for the Creuse, I think, but it's very like the Creuse here. So many lovely places to paint here, there's no doubt. Beautiful.
Somewhere like this to come and walk, and there's not, you know, surely there must be something in the village around. There's a bit of a water, but it's not, you know, I'm sure. There's a bit of something in the village around. There's a bit of something in the village around. There's a bit of something in the village around. There's a bit of something in the village around. There's a bit of something in the village around.
There's just so many wonderful painting locations, compositions here. It's amazing. Just like the little Creuse.
Look from the camber over there, it's a little bit down to...
Perfect compositions.
Down that side. Walking, you're looking.
Yes. And an old bridge here, Pont Ancien. Yes, it says here in 1944 the Marquis exploded this bridge, blew it up to stop the Germans going across it towards Limoges and the direction of the Allier. We just stopped for lunch at a little village in the middle of nowhere.
It's got all the amenities. Yes, oh yes, it's...
But every 7 years they have this festival here in this area of Lincoln, down to Swimming Pool.
Oh, mine's just modelling at the moment. Yours is mine's just modelling. Beautiful, beautiful little streets here, and the Creuse behind. But these flowers, just look at this. Isn't it wonderful? Lots of watering, I'm sure, but
Theobald and
and port.
There's a blurb about it over there.
By the way, we have the mill shop.
Not easy to capture this without having my own shadow in it, that's the trouble. Oh yeah. So we're now on a stretch of the Gartempe with a new bridge, or the bridge has been reconditioned, and the sun is just going down. And this is a lovely stretch. In fact, it looks a perfect cartwater to me. Very nice.
Bon appétit. Merci. So, I was going to
Yeah, they did well, but having two girls at university at the same time.
It's so expensive. That looks
Cute.
nice.
Yep, it looks nice.
Thank you.
That looks nice too, yes.
Thank you. Bon appétit.
Oh, looks nice too.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, got a good deal there. That's all right.
Oh, you went for the carnival bit.
Yeah, with the blue cheese.
Mind your bits.
The temptation.
Nay!
No, lad.
Right.
The trouble is I'm going to stay in the air. I'm not going to come down again, am I?
Whee!
I've just had a meal.
Is that your joints or mine? Hello?
These children.
Boing.
Boing, said zip.
Now you're stuck.
Oh my God.
Wood carving for now. The Gar Tomp, then that's where we are now. Again, but much further down. Looks very like the lot at Fresselins, doesn't it? Lovely big bamboo and a mill just upriver that's still working. Some sort of grain mill, animal feeds. Let's have a look at the waterfall. The workings for the mill, the gate, and of course the obligatory weir to go with it. This would be a good place to fish. And of course the outflow of the water.